Hello there, I am back once again. This time around, I am not alone. I
Yes, you
currently am
are.
in a Discord call with a friend who just spoke. That or that's just another voice in my head.
I'm just a voice in your head. Take your pills. It's time to move on. The accident wasn't your fault.
Nothing is my fault. I don't want responsibility. Anyways, this is Kamui.
Hello.
He'll be here joining me as we just fuck around in West of Loathing.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna continue adventure. Back at Manifest Destiny Railroad Camp. There's still some stuff I want to do over here. Mainly go to the circus.
Okay, so I'm not quite caught up in what's been going on here. So why is it called Manifest Destiny Railroad?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
There's an old grave off the side of the trail, or if not, then someone went and stuck a wooden cross in the ground for no reason. Time to dig it up. You dig up the grave and find, well, pretty much what you'd expect. A gold skull, a handful of coins, and burial whiskey.
Wow.
In the West, it's important to stay drunk all the time, even if you're dead. This is a little stack of coins that are either from a time or place when or where coins were or are used as currency instead of meat. This must be the circus that those clowns you met were talking about. Exploring a circus sounds like a fun way to kill some time if you can get over the fact that the place is full of people dressed up as creepy clowns, like the guy at the ticket booth who notices you and gives you a little wave. It's my partner. Oh, would you look at that? I ain't seen a town circus though. Through these parts since I was a knee-high to a mud jumper. You mean a frog? Sure, come on, let's check it out. Yep. As you approach the clown, puts on a basically cheerful facial expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer, but they're not allowed to say so.
I felt that.
Oh
Why are you
yeah.
crawling? Were you literally crawling like a worm?
Oh yeah, I have stupid walking enabled.
Oh,
Welcome to
right.
Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow, sir. How can I help you? I'd like to run away with the circus, please. Aren't you a little old for that? Sorry, we aren't hiring. Darn. Darn. Oh. I'd like to see the circus, please. Oh, you came to the right place then. But if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. And presumably you can sell me one. Why, I certainly can. That's my job after all. For you, sir, a ticket will cost 5,000 meat. Say what? Does it seem a bit high? I promise you, sir. At this price, it's a real steal. Well, you got that right. Why is it so expensive? Oh no, there's no podunk little traveling circus. We got rides, games, foods, and amazing demonstration of knife-throwing skills by none other than Barnaby Bob himself. Tell me about the rides. Well, I suppose I should say ride, but we haven't had a single grisly merry-go-round accident since, since we stopped turning it on. More about the games. Oh, we got tons of them. Does 3 count as tons? 3 is more like some. We got some of them. More about the food. You got your favorites. Popcorn, sarsaparilla with the fancy new bottle caps, and get this. Did you hear about the new thing a fella invented? Cotton candy? Yeah, I think I might have. Well, it's still patented, but we're pretty sure we figured out how it works. Mostly. More or less. You aren't doing a very good job of selling you on this. Oh, what do you mean? First you ask for an outrageous sum of meat, then you describe your circus in terms that make it sound distinctively cut rate. Well now, if you really expect me to pay that much, you'd be doing your best to make it sound like a magical paradise. On the other hand, if it really as chintzy as you describe it, you'd be asking for a price cheap enough to overcome poor word of mouth. Which leads me to the conclusion that for some reason you don't actually want to sell me a ticket. Now, let's not jump to conclusions, friend. I'm just pulling your leg a bit, clowning down like we do. It's all in good fun. So the actual price is 500 meat. I can buy half a horse for that. Sure, but what are you gonna do with half a horse? The circus is much more entertaining. I need better outfoxing. I'll get that eventually. Alright. I have 8k. I just stamp your hand for re-entry. There you go. Enjoy the show. What about my partner? Partners get in free. So what have you been doing all day?
Was it?
What have you been doing all day?
Sleeping. I'm not gonna lie.
Relatable.
Mostly sleeping.
Very relatable. I wish I could have slept in more. You stroll into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs, and find it almost entirely deserted. There aren't more than a dozen other patrons beside yourself. There are a bunch of clowns around, working at the booths and so on. More clowns than customers. Which is a little unsettling, but at least the lines won't be very long. The merry-go-round has a dirty canvas tarp over it. Read the sign. It says, condemned until further notice. We encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor. I see. Well now, ain't this bright and colorful as anything? Sure makes a change from the desert. I'm a little creeped out by all the clowns though. I knew a fellow who worked as a rodeo clown back when rodeos were a thing. It was alright. We didn't let him wear his grease paint to poker games though. This clown is presumably selling tickets to the sideshow. Howdy fella, can I interest you in the wondrous and mysterious delights of the sideshow? What you got in there? Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the light of day. Freaks? Not just freaks. Gosh, how much does it cost? For you, 300 meat. And for everyone else, 300 meat. I'll visit it later. Red Hots calls the clown behind this food stand. Red Hots, footlongs, 2 kinds of mustard. There's also a small sign that says lost and found. Talk to the vendor. The clown grins and gestures at the little charcoal grill behind him. Howdy, sir. Interested in a hot footlong sausage? How much are they? 250 meat with your choice of condiments. What are the condiments? You got onions, pickled relish, 3 kinds of mustards, and 2 kinds of ketchup.
Kind of ketchup. What?
2 kinds of ketchup? Yep, got both ketchup and ketchup. What kinds of mustard? Yeah. Brown, yellow, and blue. Blue mustard? Looks like I'm all out of blue. Sorry. What are they actually made of? What do you mean? They're pork. What else do you make a sausage out of? I was wondering if you had a vegetarian. Mister, this is a carnival, not a herbivore. You've been saving that one up, haven't you? For years. Thank you, sir. Are they actually a foot long? 12 inches? Cause a lot of guys say that, but I'm just gonna stop you right there, seeing as there's ladies and children present. You want one or not? I like to see the loss in them. Oh, sure thing. What'd you lose? Oh, nothing. What, you figured you could just see if you had anything? If I had anything you liked? Look, there's no such thing as an honest thief. You gotta pick one or the other. Sorry. Cold drinks called the clown behind the food stand. Ice cold sarsaparilla in bottles. Howdy, sir. Care to treat yourself to an ice cold soft drink? You said you're selling them in bottles? That's right. Got the newfangled clown cork bottle caps and all. What kind you got? I got root beer, ginger beer, and sarsaparilla. How about cola? Nope. How about orange cream? Nope. Rhubarb? Nope. Diet orange cream? Nope. And it just keeps on looping. Energy drinks, iced tea, snozzleberry, key lime, plain tap, black cherry, cola.
Bruh.
What kinds do you have again? Do you make the drinks yourself? If you're asking if we have a wagon dedicated to brewing and bottling 3 different kinds of sodas in our traveling carnival, no. We stock up as we pass through large towns. How much are they? 205 meat. 205? It's for the deposit on the bottle. Cotton candy? Calls the clown behind this food stand and then makes a noise with a slide whistle. Come try this just invented confectionery delight. Step right up, fella. Step up and try one of the world's newest candy sensations. What is it? Cotton candy, the finest in several senses of the word. Spun sugar created through a revolutionary new process. It's so light and sweet and fluffy, it's like eating butterfly dreams and kitten wishes. So, isn't it actually made of cotton? No, cotton is indigestible no matter how much chocolate you cover it with. Found that the hard way, did you? How'd you make it? He pats a metal box with a wide funnel coming out the top. This is still a machine right here. Can't tell you how it works, much as I like to brag. It's a trade secret. You invented it? Not as such. Couple dentists down south were the first ones. Dentists, go figure. But after hearing about it, I managed to figure out how it works. Made a few improvements with my designs, too. Now I'm really curious. Sorry, fella. These secrets in this box are for nobody's eyes but my own. I'd be happy to sell you some cotton candy, though. How much does it cost? 300 meat. I'll consider it.
Alright, what's like the conversion rate between meat and like currency that we know it?
Good question. I honestly have no clue. I just know meat is meat.
Meat is meat.
A needle costs like 8 meat, and then, you know, the food here costs quite a bit. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. When he has your attention, he smiles and waggles the balloons at you enticingly. Howdy there, fella. Interested in a toy balloon? How much are they? For you, just 30 meat. What color do you have? Oh, well, just take a look. Red. They're all red. How do you make them float like that? Oh, there's nothing to it. Heck, they all float around here. Of course. Yeah, I'll take one. Cheap. Alright, yeah, here you go. Balloon. It's red. Anything else I can do for you? Can you tell me more about your circus? Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. What do you want to know? What are your traveling plans? This place you've set up is kinda out of the way. What are your plans? Haven't decided yet. That's why we set down somewhere a bit more rural. Keep things relatively quiet while we scout around, get the lay of the lands and all. Where'd you travel from? Was your previous stop interesting? Oh, northwest-ish. It was a little hole in the ground kind of place. You wouldn't have heard of it. Why is everyone here working as a clown? Oh, it's traditional. When the, rodeos stopped being put on, the rodeo clowns took other jobs at the circuses and carnivals. Over the years, it just became a normal thing for carnies to be clowns. It's a community, you might say. Who's this Barnaby up guy? Oh, the boss is a real famous showman. Though I'm not surprised you wouldn't have heard of him around here. Got an eye like a hawk, and he's a real whiz with those knives of his. Don't miss his show. It's the real highlight of the carnival. Alright, see you around, clown. I will probably just get back to the circus eventually. Eventually. There's a kid here searching around with a sad look on his face. You okay, kids? Did you lose your parents? I lost my lucky bottle cap. You haven't seen it, have you, sir? No, but I'll keep an eye out. What does it look like? It's shiny steel and it's on a little chain. Alright, I'll let you know if I find it. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. Oddly, he looks exactly like the other one, though I guess it's kinda hard to tell really with all the makeup and all. Talk to the clown. Howdy, fella. Anything else I can do for you? Weren't you on the other side of the midway just now? Oh, nope. That's the other balloon guy. We just dress alike and use the same faceplate. Did we fool you? He grins and gives you a big exaggerated wink. I see. So, lost and found. Lucky bottle cap. Clown pulls a wooden box out from under the counter and looks inside. Appears you're in luck. This one yours? He puts the box on the counter for you to see and turns back to his grill for a moment. Look inside. Ooh. I'll just take the bottle cap Yep, that's the one. Thank you. Presumably this belongs to that kid because you can't imagine there's more than one person around who'd be so into a bottle cap that they hang it on a keychain. No problem, sir. Child, I have your possessions. Hi, sir. Did you find my lucky bottle cap? Is this the one? That's it. Thank you, sir. No problem, kiddo. Hello again, sir. Say, that's a real nice balloon. You want to trade? I'll give you my lucky bottle cap for it. Sure. Here you go. Thanks again, sir. The kid runs off with his new balloon. Where is that child?
I can't get over this stupid.
Yeah, the stupid walking is great. Exactly why I got it.
So is it different every single time you change directions?
No, it just changes every so often. Lost Dutch oven mine. I think this is about the... don't have foraging. I think this is the last place before I explore the new territory. Stench here is barely tolerable. Got miner's pants, gas mask. This could have been used 5 minutes ago. Miners must be eating down here to avoid the stench upstairs. Grab what's left. Sarsaparilla. You're never sure how to spell this and you still aren't. And soda crackers. These crackers were made with highly caffeinated cola instead of water. They sound revolting. Oh, hell yeah! Favorite part of the game. I don't know what kind of tobacco these miners are chewing, but it must have been extra corrosive because this brass spittoon has a hole eaten through the bottom and dark stains underneath it, where the spit leaked out. Although oddly enough, it doesn't seem to be leaking now and it's half full. I guess the miners plugged the hole with something. Inspect it. It's a spittoon. It's disgusting. You can practically see the stink lines coming off of it. Come on, let's not do this. Inspect the spittoon. Oh geez, fine, okay. You crouch down and take a careful look at the filthy spittoon. The inside is blackened with years worth of stains. The dead broth inside has a rainbow sheen like a parking lot oil spill, and occasionally a little bubble pops on the surface. You can actually feel a slight warmth radiating off of it from whatever dark chemical reactions is taking place in there. You realize you're holding your breath, not deliberately, but from the human body's natural instinct for self-preservation. Inhale. Imagine someone made a big pot of chili con carne and left it under the porch. 3 rats crawl into the pot, eat half the chili, and then die. A week later, a family of cockroaches take up residence along the writhing maggots. The cockroaches smoke thick black cigars, which they light with tufts of burning human hair. That is what it smells like. Search it. Fortunately for you, the rainbow-colored film on the surface of the liquid coats your hand as you plunge it into the toxic stew, keeping it from being immediately dissolved down to the bone. The smell intensifies, and your stomach prepares to hose the poisons off your arm with a high-pressure stream of vomit.
Oh boy.
Keep on searching. Your fingers touch something at the bottom of the spittoon. Better pull it out fast while you still have something to pull with. You pull the world's most disgusting pair of pants out from the spittoon and jump back as the hole at the spittoon's bottom, now unplugged, begins to leak steaming filth. Congratulations, you're now the proud owner of the worst object I've ever been paid to think about, narrowly defeating a leather bondage harness made from the skin of a clown.
I know what?
Spit-soaked hands. These hands look and smell like they were used to line the bottom of a leaky spittoon, and there's a very good reason for that. Hooray! More equipment. I'll wear those disgusting spit-soaked hands. Gas mask is not very good compared compared to the sloppy toppy.
I don't even want to question what the heck that was supposed to be.
Creative mining supplies, you assume. Got oil and kerosene. Delicious. Elevator mechanism is all rusty. Lubricate the elevator liberally. And let's ride it down. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. It's unusual that there would be this much readily available meat left in a working mine. What were they digging for if not this? Curious. Meat vein. Pick away at the exposed meat deposit. Pete points out some meat you missed. Meat. 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 This guy's totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling and doesn't seem to even see you. Try to talk to him. Hey buddy, you okay? Uh-huh. You wave your hand in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. Meat. Meat. Shovels dulled to uselessness. A broken pick. One of miners digging with his helmet. Looks like a miner died trying to dig deeper with their hands. An ominous ladder leading down to a deep dark pit. This gem is pretty, but it smells terrible. An effluvious emerald. There's still some little bits of fingernail in these gouges. You start to feel very uneasy. The finger bones are all splintered. The hair on your back and your neck stands up. This guy seems to have gnawed off his own hands before he died. Your heart is pounding. These scratches are just painted on. In blood! You have to get out of this pit right now. As you get near the rocks, the voices in your head begins to scream too loudly to ignore. You have to get out of this pit. Right now. Fine, fine. They don't want me in a pit. I don't know why. Why must I get out of a pit? Oh well, railroad camp. Ooh! As you're riding along the dusty desert trail, you feel a change in the air. This area is thick with mystical bean energy. You orient your mind along the axis of the powerful magnetic bean field and follow it to a cave. The sign out front reads the Great Garbanzo's secret hideout. Fellow bean wizards welcome. Yep. Pete. What's shaking, Pete? Say, there's a mine ain't far from here. What I bet you'd like to see? What do you mean? Is there something strange about it? Hey, yep. Ain't gonna spoil it, though. Soup stock load. The Great Garbanzo. I heard of him. Big name in bean slinging, or used to be leastways. What happened? No one knows. Just one day someone realized they hadn't heard anything out of him for a while and nobody could find him. Weird. Well, that's the risk you take when you mess around with beans. Oh, whoops. The sign says keep out unless you're the Great Garbanzo. And there's nothing but cacti. It's a revolting sofa. Search it. You find some loose beans in the cushions. All-purpose beans. This bag is filled with mixed beans, not in the sense that it contains some of every type of bean, but in the sense that every bean it contains is a mix of every type of bean. Can serve any purpose if you're a master chef. Most of the books are too fragile to touch, but there's one that looks like it's in decent shape. Beans Illustrated. You haven't the foggiest idea of how this oven works. It requires master cookery to work. Rats. You read the book memorizing each and every recipe. Got the skill Master Cookery. Your cooking skills have been boiled over and splattered all over the sublime. You're preternaturally good cook. Nice. Unfortunately, the book was so fragile that your close reading caused it to crumble to dust. Oh well. You sense a deposit of bean iron. Mine it. Bean iron nugget. This is a nugget of iron shot through with cosmic bean energy. Ooh! You approach the arcane oven and prepare to ply your mystical trade. I need to level up master cookery. You contemplate your skills and the materials you have on hand. You can make something out of bean iron. Your mind reaches into the bean iron to see what shape it conceals. You detect 3. A spatula, a skillet, or badge. I will return to this later. It's the Great Garbanzo's bed. Look under the pillow. It wasn't a pillow at all, but a bag of beans. Warm all-purpose beans. I must level up. For that, random encounters. Memoriam. You know, this spot looks might familiar. I think I came this way when I spent those months kind of wandering around the days. When you what? Nah, that's a story for another time. Sure, I carved my initials on one of these rocks, though. Aha! He shows you a boulder with OP chiseled into the side of it. Your initials are OP? What do they stand for? Old Pite? Oh yeah, of course. I shall now recite a little story, I guess. Well, I would like to talk about what I did today. I went out to eat lunch. That's about it. My entire day just consisted of me eating lunch.
Entire day?
Entire day from like around 11 to 3.
A long ass lunch.
Oh, it was
Granted.
mostly with my cousins. I went over to one of my cousins' house to meet up with like 4 other people, along with my sister.
Oh.
And then we went to have lunch. It was
Yeah,
at the
you
boiling
get-
pot.
Well, that
Boiling
makes
point.
sense to have. That makes sense to have a long lunch. What
That
I
was
don't
good.
understand is when people come to the the new pasta industry. If you know what I mean by that, and they just sit and they stay there. They finish their food in like less than an hour,
And then they just stay there all day?
They sit there for 4 hours. One time I seen that someone sit there for 4 hours. It was just 2 of them sitting there for 4 hours. I'm like, why do people do this? I
Good
don't
question.
understand.
Like, there are better places to just hang out, honestly.
They quite literally.
But,
But I mean, if you think about it, it's unlimited drinks at the same time.
I guess.
So you pay for it once, so you get free refills.
But I'd say out of common courtesy, I'd just order some more food, I guess. Like, maybe some appetizers or something.
Oh, probably. I've seen people do that actually.
We had lunch at the boiling point. It took like a good hour to get us seated, just because the place was small and they had a wait list.
I felt that.
The food was good. I've never been to Boiling Point before till now.
Is it just like a hot pot place? Or is it
Think of it as like individual hot pot. So it's like a soup restaurant,
Oh.
right?
Oh, okay.
But each like it costs around like 16 bucks per person for lunch, right? But the thing is, each person gets what's essentially a miniature stove carried out to them with soup
nice.
and all the food inside. Then someone just lights the stove. It has like it has like this gelatin thing underneath that will just burn until it's out, and it'll just keep your soup hot the entire time.
That's cool.
And I believe I got mine with a side of rice. Everyone else got vermicelli noodles. And also, pretty much everybody else got the beef. I was the only one who went with, I think it was creamy curry. I wish I got it as spicier flavors, though.
Speaking of spicy, my mom came back home.
Who?
My mom came back home with, what was it? Buffalo Wild Wings, and they had like a Thai curry flavored one.
Was that any good?
I put it in my mouth. I'm like, you know, when you say Thai curry, I expect something a little more.
Well, the thing is, Buffalo Wild Wings is Buffalo Wild Wings. It's white people wings.
And yeah, I'm just like, I was expected to be punched in the face immediately, you know?
I know. Like, whenever you see... Alright, if a place is advertising, like, Southeast Asian spices, it better, like, make you regret the day that you were born the next day on the toilet, you know? It better make you want to fight for your fucking life.
I know I was the last time I had that. I think all of us we're just like, fuck.
I mean, I was kind of used to it, so...
That was my first time doing it. Also, what the heck did my friend just send me? What is this? Oh, it's an edit.
I think I got, like, their medium spice, like, for their soup. Honestly, I could barely tell if there was any spice added. Like, I couldn't tell if it was, like, the spicy soup, or if it was just, like, the heat from the pot. I'm pretty sure it's just the heat of the soup was hotter than the spice. Like, most of the time. Like, I couldn't really taste any spice. Honestly, if I were to go again, I'd probably just go for, like, their hottest option. Although they did have a Thai spicy soup as well, which I am tempted to try next time. I saw someone else next to me get it, and they also had, like, instant ramen noodles tossed in as well. Along with, like, a ton of seafood.
Interesting.
I think we went to get boba afterwards. It was pretty good, but it was a huge calorie dump, essentially. That's the only meal I had, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
That's good.
Well, back to the game. You encounter the ghost of a dead cowboy who is wailing and gnashing his teeth and generally seems very frustrated about how his life has gone, or more likely, how it stopped going. Approach. Beanie. Out. Bean shield? I'm pretty sure this might be a bit overkill, just for one enemy. I'm a boost. Oh shit! Oh shit! This is not overkill. I lied. This thing hurts like a bitch. Oh no, this guy hurts. Okay, Pete does like no damage to this guy. Oh! You almost got one shot. You successfully killed the ghost, however that's supposed to work. Nice job. I should probably level up some skills.
Maybe. That usually helps.
Outfoxing. I almost have it maxed. Extra damage, why not? I'll boost base skills eventually. That's probably very important, but you know. Oh, let's head over to the West Pole, see what that's all about. You encounter a goblin wearing a battered cowboy hat, 2 large spurs, and a rusty sheriff's badge. It seems extremely excited to have spotted you, and though it tries to put on a stern face, it can't mask its glee. Freeze, crime doer. You're under arrest. But why? What did I doing? Crimes? You so much criming. I never am criming. Tell it at a judge, crime doer. Talk to it. What makes you say I'm a crimer? Well, looking at you. Looking at all this criming. Outfox. Look, criming isn't specific enough for legal charges bringing. You need a particular crime to arresting me. Oh, loitering with intent? Intent to what? More loitering? But I can disproving that simply by leaving. I'd like to see you try. Okay. Oh, this face feels really weird. Hey, yep, funny old place, the West Pole. Got some strange magnetic properties, you see. What kind of properties? You know, strange ones. I ain't no scientist or nothing. Pile of weird rocks. Make something mystical. Elaborate ornery. You step back and admire your handiwork. It's immaculate. Song of the Spheres. You hear stone singing in your head all the time. It's actually kind of annoying. Nice. Ah. Powerful. Tall stack. Nice. Suave. Zigzag. Nice. Okay. Well, I think that's all this place has to offer. Hellstrom Ranch. You see a campfire near the trail and turn off to let your horse rest a bit. The campfire's owner offers you a cup of coffee and suggests a round or two of poker while it boils. You can tell from the look on his eyes that he's planning to cheat. But so are you, so it's probably fine. I do not have enough moxie for it, sadly. Haystack. Needle. Must have a real barn burner for a party here. Oh, a party here? Yeah. Ringing this will attract the attention of at least one infernal cow. It's a portal at hell. You hear ominous mooing. Only part of this shed that didn't burn was a part of this horseshoe this horseshoe was attached to. Yes, it really is good luck. Lucky horseshoe. Don't turn it upside down or all the luck will fall out. Because luck is apparently a fluid that only exists in 2 dimensions. The infernal cow. Let's see. I need to get way stronger. Holy shit. And I also need to buff my bean spawn. Pulled some cows from their home dimension and mercilessly slaughtered them, you monster. Haha, just kidding, they're super evil. Cow's blood. This is some blood from a demon cow. It pulses and, I do not know how to pronounce that. And bubbles as if it's still alive. Although I guess the bubbling would be kind of a problem if it were alive. Hooray! I'm assuming this is just another XP farm. Putrid cow bile. There's a little vial of rancid cow bile that you kept for some reason. Hooray. Well, that's some base stats increased, I guess. Fort Memoriam, here I come. Oh, looks like someone left their campfire burning. That's dangerous. On closer inspection, it turns out to be a nest of fire snakes. That's still pretty dangerous. Yeah, why not? Buff me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, time to just RNG gamble. This ain't good. Oh, I'm screwed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. No. All my food buffs. I really need to upgrade it so I can lose more. I think it was grit? Yeah, I need to upgrade grit. Food. You're no cow scientist, but you're pretty sure this would kill you if you drank it. Come on. Come to think of it, you're pretty sure that there's not even there's not even any such thing as a cow scientist. Damn. Can I drink the can of kerosene? Speed, this one, spelling salt, ghost pickle, decent one, decent tequila, chemical bullets, hardtack, ectoplasm. Looking at dogging. Oaks and burial whiskey. And where was it? I remember I had some of it somewhere. I specifically kept some just for this. Oh, here it is. Alrighty, buff supplied. Oh, off to Fort Memoriam. Oh, Pete finally grew stronger. Pete really needs to grow a lot stronger. Like, he's so weak right now. Oh. And there's another mine out this way, but you seem hesitant. Thinking about these places, it's making me uncomfortable. Like, I got bad memories, but can't remember them. Madness in my mind. Oh yeah, this place, Fort Memoriam. A massive pile of candy wrappers and empty snack bags. The shelf is laden with candy. Help yourself. Cat's eye candy, sugar guns, and peppermint drops. Nice. Yeah, barracks. This shelf is stuffed full of rulebooks for the weird game those nerds are playing. Study them. You pore over the rules until you understand them perfectly enough to realize that they're for an entirely different game that these guys are actually playing. Oh well, at least you learned something useful. As you're about to walk away from the shelf, you notice a book that definitely doesn't belong here. Intermediate Next Max. Okay. This pile of trash smells very, very bad. Investigate. Kurt's Fit Pants. Oh, here we go! The liquid in this spittoon is bright yellow. I feel like that's all that needs to be said about it. Looks closer. I'll never understand you. Alright, well you crouch down next to the spittoon. From the nauseatingly sweet stench coming off of it, it appears that these nerds haven't been using it as a makeshift urinal, as you may have suspected, but rather they're using bright yellow lemon lime soda flavored chewing tobacco. Unless... another possibility is that they have been using it as a urinal, and they're all extremely diabetic. Which, now that I think about it,
I don't think that's how that works.
it's a real possibility. In fact, it's probable that both these things are true. Search it. Really? You're gonna just put your hand in the nerd's piss and or spit bucket. Just gonna dive right in there, huh? Just gonna splish splash around with that sticky yellow broth of spit and pee with no restraint whatsoever. I sure am. With a fanfare of sad trombones and a choir of angels retching, a sword rises out of the spittoon, held aloft by a wet, bedraggled, and miserable-looking woman's arm. Since you're already kneeling, the arm wastes no time before tapping you on both shoulders with the sword, splashing your clothes with yellow slime, and officially declaring you Howdy Pickett, King of Filth. Congratulations. The sword clatters on the floor as the hand drops it with a shudder and withdraws into the spittoon. You got an item, Excalibur. It is a replica of King Arthur's sword. You know it's a replica because there's no way history would have allowed the original to be this comprehensively covered in tobacco spit. Long live the king. Okay. Well, it's better than the spatula. I'm playing this guitar, so I think some kind of guitar game where you pretend you're in a band and you have to hit the right chords. It sounds hard if you don't already know how to play guitar. Yeah, I thought of making a real simplified version of a guitar, but then it wouldn't be much fun for me. I have an idea. Instead of pretending to play in a band, why don't you actually join a band and play the guitar for real? I know a place that's looking for talent. Huh, put my guitar skills to actual use? That's not a bad idea. Okay, cool. It's a drill saloon in Dirtwater. Tell them I sent you. Thanks a bunch. I'll head out right now. Godspeed, guitar man. Mom made Rufus stop drinking that brand of soda after he didn't sleep for 4 days and started yammering about putting our cat in a box to see if he was alive or not. Hi, I'm Howdy. Hi, I'm Buddy. So, how do you like this game? It's pretty good. I prefer the science fiction version of it, though. What's it like? It's real interesting. It has vehicles that move without horses and guns that fire more than once before reloading. Whoa, that sounds really imba. How'd you get into this? I was in the actual war. Made it out with only a few scars and a limp, fortunately, on account of I spent the whole thing hiding in a cave. When I heard about reenactments, I signed up to find out what I missed. There's probably not a whole lot like what you missed. Yeah, better snacks for one. This guy is excitedly and repeatedly describing his favorite kinetoscope reel. I'm Howdy. Howdy, I'm Ernie. What's this kinetoscope reel you're talking about? Oh, you mean you haven't seen the Dixon experimental sound film yet? It's amazing. What's it about? Oh, there's two guys dancing while a third guy plays a violin into a huge cone. You can actually hear the violin. It's so great. And then a fourth guy walks in. What does he do? Nothing. That's when it ends. Sounds pretty avant-garde. How's the game going? Pretty good. On a real winning streak. If we'd been in charge of the army when the real war happened, things might have gone a lot differently. Probably the real war was a lot more unbalanced in terms of unit allotment. Good point. This guy's eating chips like they're going out of style. Wait, he's a nerd. Nerds don't really care about what's in style. Hi, I'm Howdy. Hi, I'm Jeff. You like this game? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm working on some rule mods for naval combat so we can do older wars though, like conquistadors and Vikings and stuff. Conquistadors versus Vikings would be pretty cool. Man, I know, right? How'd you get into this? Well, I have a lot of time to read at my job. Mostly, I read a lot of history, so when I saw a flyer for this historical reenactment thing, I thought it sounded interesting. They'd already quit doing real reenactments by the time I joined, but this is pretty good too, and painting the figurines gives me something else to do at work. Not many people would walk around in a cow hat in this day and age, not to imply they were ever in fashion or anything. Hi, I'm Howdy. Hi, I'm Melvin. What's with the hat? We're doing historical reenactments. You're playing a tabletop war game. Okay, well, okay, sure, but a historical one. Anyways, we only switched to this after we quit doing real reenactments. Why'd you quit? It was too much exercise. Also, somebody kept refusing to lie down when he got killed. You missed! What's this game you're playing? Oh, you probably aren't familiar with this type of board game. It's a very specialized form of entertainment. What I mean is, you seem to be using Flintlock 4000 rules, but my brother didn't My brother's set didn't have cows. Oh, well, yeah, we have to mod them in ourselves. Cool, huh?
Unlock 40,000.
Yeah. Can I play? Oh, the rules are pretty complex. I don't think the others will want to stop to play a teaching game. I already know it. My brother used to bug me to play him all the time so he could test his strategies. Then, great, yeah. We're sure to play on the cow side. Step up to the table and grab some dice. Alrighty. Play a little game. Battle of Cow Ridge. I see. Utterly destroy. Heal. Increase stat by 1. Nuke the medic. Oh wait, I'm probably focusing the wrong target. Oh yeah, I'm screwed.
Oh.
Yeah, I messed up. Whoops. Okay, so smite this guy. Let's see. Heal the cow. Buff myself. Then just shoot the hell out of this guy. Ah, I shouldn't have healed the cow. That is my bad. Can I heal this? Yes, I can. Ah!
No.
That's close. It's close. Okay, so what if I just nuke this guy instead? Okay, this guy does so much healing. Okay, there we go. That's better. I focus on the medic way too much. A lot more shit. Oh boy. Enemy highest HP, highest criticality. Heal one ally if more than one is. Okay, that's medic, grunt, and grenadier. Smite him first. Yikes. This guy does a shitload of damage. Oh, I messed up. I think this guy should still die. Yep. Lover's Battle. Oh my gosh. Okay, these guys have a ton of grenadiers. Oh, whoops. I messed up. That's GG, I think.
Oh damn.
Yeah, this is difficult.
Oh, baby. Oh my god, what the heck?
Yeah, I'll definitely have to restart this battle. I'm screwed.
Dang.
Let's see. So, I think this guy with one stat buff. Alright,
Random, but I've just been making thumbnails in the background right now.
I see.
I've got 2 of them ready for 2 streams.
Oh,
Yeah.
we should collab sometime, like proper collab.
Oh, we should play freaking Gundam Evolutions together.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. How chaotic would a Barracrama stream be?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
I think I should be able to win this.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Oops. Hold on. I was like sitting there. I'm like, what was I gonna do with this? But then I remembered what I was gonna do. Freaking missing something in the thumbnail.
Probably skirmish.
There you are. That's not the right one. Where is it? There it is. Can I recover this?
Oh, I messed up.
I want to be able to recolor this. Can I do that? Draw. No. Do I have a bucket tool that I can use? Liquidify.
Hmm.
It needs to be white. Or at least not. No.
Maybe these guys can survive one shot. Maybe. No. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. This guy's attacking
Damn
me.
it. Don't you hate it when you're like trying to look for a PNG image and then you think it's a PNG image, but it literally is that transparent background is part of the image?
Oh
and you're
yeah.
like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell is this bullshit?
Absolutely.
This is better, this is better. There we go.
This is an easy victory.
Nice.
Just buff my stats so high that they can't do anything.
Yes, replace it. And now to replace this. There we go. That looks better.
There we go.
Okay, why would I do that?
Boom! Wow, you're really good at this game. Getting gold was the only way to keep my little brother from lording it over me all the time. Maybe like we should give you some kind of prize. I got some leftover guns from when I was gluing the figurines together. Want them? Sure, thanks. Bunch of really small guns.
I will be back. I need you to the bathroom.
This is a handful of tiny pewter guns, which presumably serve some purpose in the games they play at Fort Memoriam, but which could also be used to outfit a small army of elves. I'm gonna leave all of my head. Let's head over to Railroad Camp. Actually, let's wander while we wait for Kamui to come back. Some kind of crazy skeleton charges at you from behind a rocky outcropping. She's crazier than most animated walking human skeletons you see because she's got a buffalo skull for a head, and you aren't aware of there having been any buffalo-headed people living in this area. You know, historically. Inform her of the reality of the situation. Wow, how are you even standing? A buffalo skull is about 10 times the weight of a human skull on average. You're carrying like 25 pounds up there and you don't even have any neck muscles, or any kind of muscles at all. There's no way your vertebrae could handle that sort of strain for very long, especially if you're gonna go charging around like that. In fact, suddenly there's a loud crack and the skull falls right off. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'll wander some more. Howdy there, I'm Wandering Sally. Howdy Sally, I'm howdy. What's your line? Trade? I wander all around these lands, just like it says on the label, and I buy a little here and sell a little there. To make my way. Care to see the wares? Sure thing. Wandering Sally. You might have something good. Needles. Let's... I don't think I need another pickaxe yet, but who knows? I'll just take another one. Another lock, because why not? I already got some soap. I'll take one of these. Alright, let's wander around Wandering Sally's camp. Reboot Hill. Wow, geez, I hope you're a veterinarian, because this python you've encountered is sick. Take it to the gun show. Sick python. Pew! Sling some beams. Pete buffed me. Oh, yeah, no, I needed that so badly. Oh, no, Oh! Oh, I'm gonna need that. Pete, please buff me. I'm barely alive. Oh, oh my. You cured that sick python, in a way. You got snake liver. Because the liver, yeah. Because the snakes need to live. Snake venom bladder. And you skin the python. It's tricky because it's mostly muscle. You got the sick python skin. This skin was, until very recently, stretched taut around some giant pulsating snake muscles. It's gross to think about and look at. That's 30 max HP. Good. Let's keep on wandering. You find a lone tombstone off the side of the trail. It's the final resting place of renowned treasure haver who died many years ago. Intriguing. The grave turns out to be disappointingly treasure-free. Bones and teeth. Hit the trail. Let's continue to wander. Oh hey, you found a crate. You don't remember losing a crate, but it must be yours because it has a mine stenciled on the side. Open it up.
What the hell's going on?
Pry off the lid of the crate and reclaim all your lost and forgotten possessions. Smelling salt, dynamite, and oil. Well, back to the railroad camp to progress the story. Pass by a pile of old bones. When you stop to examine them, they assemble into a skeleton. Just a real old skeleton with nothing special about it, except for the fact that it's attacking you. And now that I think about it, even that isn't particularly special. Gee, what a humdrum encounter. This guy's beefy. But, I think it should be weak enough for me. Oh shit, wrong spell. I casted the wrong spell. Oh. Should be able to finish it off, though. You returned the skeleton to the pile of bones from whence it came. Nice job. Need more XP. A lot more XP. Ooh. Alright, grit is increased.
Nice.
That means I have more stomach capacity.
Stomach capacity. Does that just mean more buffs?
More buffs. Honestly, I don't know what to drink.
Alright, I am going to be heading out soon. It looks like you're having fun. I don't know if I'll be back or not. How long you plan on streaming?
Probably like half an hour at most. Half an hour more at most. I'll probably end it soon.
Alright, well, have fun. It was nice being here, watching this shit show go down.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See ya, guys.
Well, there he goes. This guy stopped messing with his watch and started eating jelly beans. What you got there? Jelly beans? Yep. Can I have one? Nope. Please? No, get your own. Where'd you get them? Oh, ways south of here from a fella named Roy Bean. Discover new map location. Roy Bean's House of Justice and Jelly Beans. Thank ya. This lady's still whistling to the beat of the band. Howdy, boss. Howdy, Smee. Stuck again? Yep. Got ourselves one hell of a canyon to cross. And no materials for bridge building. Any ideas? There's an old mine town up north called Redwood. They opened a lumber camp after the mines dried up. You can fix a deal with them for the lumber we need. I can handle the engineering side of things. Okay, where is it? Sneeze marks the location of the Redwood camp on your map. Of course, anything you can find to build a bridge out of is fine by me, but that seems like the simplest option. Let's see what I can do. It's one of those page telescopes for tourists. This one was designed by a promising young artist named Edvard Munch. Use it. You pay for your meat and look through the telescope at the big canyon. Lose 5 meat. It sure is big. It'll take quite a bridge to get across that thing. That's for sure. Yep. You can't go too far in that direction. You'd fall off the edge of the giant cliff. Yep. Roy Bean's house. An odd flash of light nearby prompts you to stop and investigate. You discover a goblin with a strange hinged board covered with shiny foil, which they're using to reflect the sunlight onto a pair of leather boots. Hey, hello, what doing? Tanning. Am a tanner. You are tanning boots? Yes, yes. Sun using to make very tan. I don't think that's how it works, but I guess you're the expert. What? Offer to trade magic for boots. Will you giving me boots for teaching a tanning magic? Oh, wow, sure. You teach the goblin a simplified low-power broiling cantrip that should roast the leather more quickly than sunlight, and they happily give you the boots as payment. Overly tanned boots. These boots have been so comprehensively tanned that they're more tanned than boot at this point. Nice. Roy Bean's house. Let us see. Don't think there's much I can do with this amount of XP. What are my current boots? Oh yeah, no, these are so much better. Roy Bean's House of Justice and Jelly Beans. It's your partner. Justice and Jelly Beans, the fundamental cornerstones of life in the West. What? Just joshing ya. Almost had me going. Roy must prefer to perform his morning ablutions outdoors. Perform some of your own. You gussy up a bit. What's this even hooked to? Flush and see. There's a single yellow jelly bean in this case, which with a sign that says Paraguayan murder bee honey jelly bean. Very rare. 6,000 meat. What kind of lunatic would pay 6,000 meat for a single jelly bean? Not this kind, that's for sure. Howdy there, pilgrim. Name's Roy Bean. Howdy, Roy. I'm Howdy Pickett. What do you do here? Well, when I first came to these parts, I was about two things. Dispensing justice and dispensing jelly beans. I was the biggest name in bounty hunting and candy selling anyone's ever heard of. Gosh, what happened? Oh, nothing particularly tragic. Got old, that's all. Hung up my pistol for good. He points at the wall. He's pointing at an empty hook on the wall over a spittoon. I still sell some jelly beans from time to time, but they're out of fashion. This old place is just a jelly bean museum now. Seems like the sign out front isn't very accurate then. How'd you mean? Well, if you aren't dispensing justice anymore, maybe it should just say museum. Guess you got a point. That's about the jelly bean. For a jelly bean museum, I sure don't see very many jelly beans. Huh, a bunch of crook and shady creatures stole them. All 3 jars. Suppose they think I'm a soft target now that I'm retired. I'll help you get the back. Well, now, I certainly appreciate the assistance. Can't offer much in the way of reward, but I can tell you which way the first group of thieves went if you happen out in that direction. Okay, I'll get 'em. A lack of jelly beans is not for sale. Well, spittoon time. It's a spittoon. Nothing special about it. As soon as you get near the spittoon, you can smell the overpoweringly sweet stench. It exudes, nauseatingly sweet, like the rotting corpse of a dead gummy bear. Look inside. Garnish rainbow colors swirl together in congealing psychedelic madness. Is Roy using jelly beans as chewing tobacco? Yes. Yes, of course he is. Investigate further. We're talking about a bowl of jelly beans that have been sucked on, half chewed, then spat out into a brass bucket. Do you seriously want to put your hand in that swill of artificial coloring and thickened saliva? It'll probably never be clean again. Go for it. Look, I'm serious. You're about to permanently dye your hand with a swirling mishmash of all the worst colors in the spectrum. No one will ever have a tattoo that looks as gross or as stupid. Give it to me. Well, I tried. Don't say I didn't warn you. You plunge your hand into the spittoon and fish around for a while. Eventually, you pull out a really disgusting pistol and a really disgusting hand to shoot it with. You got a perk. Spittoon hand. Your hand has been permanently stained by the rainbow-colored contents of a nasty spittoon. On the bright side, that hand will never suffer anything worse than that ever again. A ton of resistances. And I got a befouled pistol. It'll probably make a patoo sound when you shoot it. It deals stench damage instead of physical. And more moxie. Yay! I needed a better pistol. I'm getting all armored up. Well, I'm gonna visit the Jelly Bean Thieves hideout and then I'll just probably call it for the stream. Wouldn't you know it, the trail is blocked by a bunch of boulders and fallen logs and barbells that weigh, and barbell weights and an old cast iron printing press and all kinds of heavy stuff. Right around it. Sadly, I can't move it. Bean thieves. It's your partner. What do you think you think these are the jelly bean rustlers? Probably. That's right what Rod said. They do look real rustly. Sure, real orner fellers. Orner, yeah. You approach the bandits seated around the fire. The meanest looking one speaks up. Dunno who you're looking at. Don't know who you think you are, stranger, but you better turn yourself right around and head back the way you came unless you want to eat lead. Well, that's not very neighborly. Take a hike, neighbor. Your fella stole a jar of jelly beans from an old man and I aim to have them back. Oh, is that right? And how you plan on doing that? I'll return later once I get my outfoxing up, because I really want to get outfoxing up. Oh boy, that's gonna be a grind. But let us stop at Breadwood. and then we'll call it a day. Oh wait, nope, Pete has something for us. What chicken, Pete? The old jumble neck mine is around these parts somewhere. I don't know much about it, but I heard they had some kind of accident a while back. Might be worth checking out. Jumble neck mine. And now that we're here in Redwood, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. Thank you guys for coming. And once again, thank you for my guest, Kamui. As I said, we might be doing a collab later sometime in the future. That'll be fun. So, I guess look forward to that. But aside from that, thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for watching. And, I'll see you guys on Friday, where I will probably be playing some Kill It With Fire. Yeah. Well, see ya.